I know the question you've all been asking yourself. Just what is the best method to germinate Acacia Mangium seeds? Well, I'm going to try and find out. These trees can grow to be real monsters. Check out this tree growing here in Thailand. It's enormous. Do you first need to bring the seeds out of hibernation with hot water? Should you scarify them? Well, I am going to test some of the most common methods and share with you my results. This is group number 1, and this is going to be our control group. I've done nothing to these seeds other than remove the funicle, which is the orange coil-shaped tail. And I'm placing them in holes that are about 1 centimeter deep, which is about 1/3 of an inch. And I'm going to be keeping these above 70 degrees Fahrenheit, that's about 22 degrees Celsius. And to help maintain soil moisture and keep a high humidity, I will keep them in a sealed bag. 1 week update. This is group number 1, the control seeds, and so far none of the seeds have germinated. 2 week update. This is group number 1. This is our control container, and so far there has been no germination of any of the seeds. 3 week update. This is the control group, and from the 5 seeds that I planted, not 1 seed germinated. This is group number 2, and all I am doing to these seeds is scarifying them, nothing else. I'm removing a small portion of the pointy end that also has the funicle attached. I find nail clippers work well for scarifying small seeds like these. And once again, I'm going to be putting them about a centimeter deep. And placing them in a sealed bag. 1 week update. This is group number 2, the seeds that were scarified only, and 2 of the seeds have germinated already. 2 week update. This is group number 2, the seeds that I scarified only. We have 2 seeds have germinated, and what I find kind of interesting is that the first leaves are coming out in the mimosa shape. I do believe later on that's going to change. 3 week update. This is group number 2, the seeds that were scarified only, and 2 of the 5 seeds germinated. And these 5 seeds have not been scarified, and I'm going to pour the water that I just boiled and have let cool down a little bit. It's about, 195 degrees Fahrenheit and around 90 degrees Celsius. Might be useful to have a meat thermometer for this process, though I'm not sure exactly what the ideal temperature is. And I'll be leaving these seeds soak overnight in this water. I'm not going to change the water. I'm not going to put a top on it or anything. I'm just going to leave it exactly as it is overnight. 1 week update. This is group number 3. These seeds had the hot water poured over them and then were soaked, and we have 1 nice seedling. 2 week update. This is group number 3, and they were not scarified, but they did have the hot water poured over them, and we have 3 nice seedlings. 3 week update. Group number 3. These seeds were not scarified but had the hot water poured over them and soaked overnight, and we have 3 out of 5 of the seeds have germinated. I've boiled the water and then I've let it sit for about 20 seconds or so there's no bubbles visible in the pot, and I'm going to pour this very hot water. It's probably about 190 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe about 90 degrees Celsius, over our 5 scarified seeds. And then I am just going to leave the seeds in this water. I am not going to change the water. I'm going to leave them in this water, and I'm going to let them sit overnight. 1 week update. Group number 4. These seeds were scarified, had hot water poured over them, and soaked overnight. And if you look closely, you can see that 4 of the 5 seeds are starting to germinate. Here's one. There's another one there. There's another one there. And lastly, there's one down there. 4 out of 5. 2 week update. This is group number 4. They were scarified and had the hot water poured over them. And we have 4 seedlings. So 4 of the seeds have germinated. This one here in the middle does not look like it's doing very good. However, 4 seeds have germinated. 3 week update. Group number 4. The seeds that were scarified and had the hot water poured over them and soaked overnight. And 4 of the 5 seeds have germinated. And even though one seedling is not doing very well, it did germinate. It's been 3 weeks now, and I think I've got a pretty clear idea of the winners and losers. The best results were obtained from group number 4. Those were the seeds that were scarified, had hot water poured over them, and then soaked overnight. They germinated quickly and had a high success rate with 4 out of the 5 seeds sprouting. This method works great, and I'm going to award it first place. Honorable mention goes to group number 3, the seeds that had the hot water poured over them and were soaked overnight but were not scarified. Let's face it, if you're germinating a lot of seeds, you do not want to hassle with scarifying that many small seeds. This group had a quick germination time and a good success rate with 3 of the 5 seeds germinating. So simply pouring hot water over your seeds and letting them soak before planting seems an easy method that works quite well. As for the other methods, group number 2, the seeds that were only scarified, had a lower germination rate as only 2 of the 5 seeds germinated. And if you're going to spend time and hassle scarifying seeds, you might as well go the extra step and pour hot water over them and greatly improve your chances of germination. The worst results were obtained from group number 1, the control group, the seeds that I did nothing to except for plant directly in soil. Not one seed germinated. Maybe eventually they will sprout, but with so many other options, why wait? So simply plopping the seeds in the soil is probably not a good idea. What method do you think is best or has worked best for you? Leave your thoughts below. Please support my channel by leaving a comment, ticking that like button, and of course subscribing. Happy gardening, everyone. Click on the playlist tab for videos grouped by subject. See ya!